Yo, what is up, guys? RageGage20 here, and I am bringing you some more Dungeon Defenders Alpha shit. Just about 2 days ago or some shit, I don't remember. I think it was 2 days ago, they released the new Calling All Heroes patch, big major patch, where they released this big sexy dude here. The Abyss Lord, I believe his name is. And I waited a couple days to do any recording, because, I had to get Linda here up to level 50. And got to almost 300 IM level. So getting my homeboy up here before I actually show him off. So real quick, just to lay down what's going to happen. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the changes. Going to show you what the Abyss Lord does, just in case you haven't seen it anywhere else, and then I'm going to show you some matches of examples of how to maybe utilize the towers and how I use the Abyss Lord personally. So besides that, they're introducing new heroes as one of the big major changes. They changed the hero deck. You push the start menu, you see this fancy thing where you can switch through your hero deck, go to see all your heroes, like all this stuff in the main menu. Is actually pretty cool, pretty legit. I enjoy it very much. They made it so like all I have to do is push the F buttons here. You can switch out to any hero at any time, even in combat phase. So I'm just gonna start sniffing through them. I can just switch to anyone I want, and that happens even during combat phase, which is fucking fantastic. But during combat phase, there is a cooldown, so you can't just keep spamming them. It's only every 2 to 3 seconds that you can switch between heroes. It actually doesn't take that long. Like, you switch 1, 2, 3, you can switch back. So if you made a mistake, it's not that penalizing. Also, one of the big, I'm not going to go over every detail because I can't remember most of them, but these are just the major ones. Also, everybody in your hero deck is the same amount of XP. I think that might be not 100% true, because both Linda and Billy Mays were level 1 when I started leveling them both up. They were both in the hero deck for the whole time. He got to level 50 and he was like level 40 when Linda got to level 50. So they say it's 100%. And he even had like 110% increased XP, and he only had 70. But he still got to 50 fast. I don't know how it works. They say it's 100%, but either way, he's leveling up, and I'm not having to focus him. So that's pretty fucking cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the major changes. There's a bunch of tiny little changes, but I just want to hit the major ones. Those are the cool ones. As you can see, I gave my my character here Cat Karat. Which is the cat version of Goku, of course. He is fantastic. So, one thing about what the Abyss Lord does, he has a bunch of awesome abilities. His first one, he sets down this little pylon. It does awesome damage. Fucking phenomenal. The other one, he has that little spinning guy. He spins everyone in the direction. His 3 will upgrade his tower, which we'll talk about. In his 4, he since he can't technically self-heal, he puts down this healing fountain that heals everybody in the area, and even has some other uses that we'll get into once we get into my build, which you can move around for free at any point during a fight. Once it's cooled down, after the 2-second cooldown, you can just keep placing it wherever you want to heal people where needed. The cooldowns on this guy is fucking ridiculous. The thing is, he does not regenerate mana when you cast spells, and I have 300 mana. Usually I have 200, but I'll get into that in a second. But his main attack is this drain. You do decent damage, if you spec for damage, really. And you drain mana from your enemies, which you can see here. It turns blue. You'll see the beam is white. It turns blue when you're sucking mana. And 1,000 a second is actually not that fucking bad. When you're not expecting the damage. And then his other attack, which actually does damage, is so ridiculous. I'm afraid that the Abyss Lord is going to be nerfed, because he's so fucking strong. Oh my god, is he fucking strong. You shoot out this little ghost thing, right? It doesn't look that special, but no matter what item you have, his attack speed is always the same. Look at how many of these you can shoot out! It's ridiculous! Like, I want to see a pure attack damage build on this guy, and they all do splash damage too. Not high splash damage, but splash damage. Fucking ridiculous. On top of that, if you hold it down until his hand turns blue, you send out this guy to do this awesome whirlwind damage. And you can just send out multiple of them. It's pretty strong. Pretty cool. That's just his damage. Now, as you can see, this little boy is going to just sap as so much damage per second. I mean, 15,000 damage a second on some of these. That's fucking crazy. And you can see Kakarot's going crazy. This guy does so much damage. I'm going to go into my spec right now for a second. Because this guy doesn't use, like most characters, they have small spheres, medium spheres, and large spheres. And uber spheres, he only has large spheres, but they're all very specific to him. There's a bunch of decent options. There's some, like, you know, increased health of stuff, increased range but decrease the damage, increase their health but decrease their damage. Oh no, actually this one just increases range, but its health is reduced, you know. So what I'm rolling with is, of course, increase maximum mana by 100. I mean, I think that's vital if you're going for pure, well, pretty much pure ability power build, which I am. And also increasing the amount of mana drained by 100%. I mean, my shit just fills up, and I just keep draining it for fuck tons of damage. The Flaming Knight, my 2 ability, which I'm about to show you. That's why I want to show this. After he does his damage, he imbues the people that he hits on fire damage, causing it to burn for 1,000% of your ability power over 5 seconds. That fucking hurts, and you'll see that in a second. And I really like the Withering Fountain. My best fountain, the Healing Fountain, withers enemies inside it, reducing the damage that they deal by 20%. You mix that with a Sentry Aura, which reduces the damage your defenses take by somewhere between 12 to 20%, depending on how many times you level up. That means your defenses have the potential of taking 40% less damage, and on Nightmare 4, that's fucking vital. So, you know, I think that's a very, 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 very awesome ability. So this thing that usually just hits them is then going to start burning them for extra damage, which I don't know if it's doing on them. Yeah, it doesn't do on these guys. That's why I thought it didn't work, but it does it on normal people, which you will see. It's fucking awesome. Here's another reason besides this immense damage, and as you can see, I'm going for pure ability power and defense power, which I think they brought back for this guy specifically. I don't know, because I remember they took it away so you couldn't do defense power and ability power on the same item, but now it's back. I don't know if they changed it beforehand or with them, but fuck yes, so now my shit can hit hard and I can hit hard. I think that's fucking awesome. So everything's pure defense power, ability power, except for my totem to get some more health on my barricades. And of course, Kakarot here is just busting up some more. So the reason why I say that this guy is going to probably get nerfed. Let's see if I can get a comparison. F4. So let's see. This guy, I mean, my warrior here is purely, was going to be purely defense, health, and defense power. He's got a bunch more defense health than the Abyss Lord does. Abyss Lord has a little bit of health. And at level 1, 56,000 health on my barricade. That's not a whole lot. It's not bad, but it's not a whole lot. So let's see what it is maxed. Only 112,000. Now you may be sitting there like, 112,000, that's quite a bit. That ain't shit. When you're about to see this Abyss Lord, I don't think this thing's much better. Yeah, like fucking 30,000. Yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah, 86,000. Let me tell you something, guys. That ain't shit. I mean, let's see. I mean, level 1 on your just standard barricade that you can have in any lane is 116,000. And note, I don't really got shit in defense health. While my other dude is at like 411 item power, a whole 100 item power higher with everything in defense health. And it's already higher than the max. I mean, let's see how bad big. It's 233,000 on just a 40 gem blockade. I mean, I'm afraid this guy's gonna get nerfed hard fucking core, man, because he's so strong right now. But it gets even crazier. The Colossus. I gotta jump to Colossus next. Obviously, was finished off with this guy. This fancy thing about these guys, they will attack back. They're barricades that actually physically hit shit. I know that there is returning damage on the barricades, but not like this. I mean, these guys do quite a fair amount of damage for a barricade. Now, like I said, the 3 makes sure all of your towers do extra ability stuff in general, I guess. You can, makes all your towers do extra shit. And for your barricade, or for the skeletal barricade, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't remember, like skeletal orc barricade or some shit, it makes him enraged. I mean, look at that shit. It is 97. It should be 100. It should be 100 mana. But I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, not bad. That's nice. The thing about them is that they can only hit one target, which is not a big deal because they're attacking back, which is fucking awesome. Now the Colossus, you can only build one of these guys, which is why they're 80 why he's 80 defense units. But he is god strong. You can already see the range that this guy can take up, and but look at his health at level 1. 198,000. It only gets scarier from here, folks. Almost 400 fucking thousand on this guy. And he does 35,000 attack damage in an arc. Yes, you can only have one out at a time, so he can only really be covering one lane. But you put it on the hardest lane to deal with, that lane's good. That lane is fucking good. If you remember, the barricade barely got over 100,000. This is reaching 400,000. And fights back. Strongly, may I add. So let's get this guy up in here so he can go to town. And they summon instantly. All your towers summon instantly, but they take a little bit to get out there and start doing some shit. Look at that. Hitting all of them. Level 1 for 9,000 a swing. This guy's... He's gonna get nerfed. I mean, I swear he's gonna get nerfed. But, and of course they get cooler the more you level him up. I mean, look at that axe full of spikes. He's got horns now. Fucking shoulder pads. Just look at that damage. I mean, 35,000 a swing. He's even hitting this guy over here. I mean, just goddamn ridiculous. Now, I'm gonna sell him and move him a little bit over here. Just show what happens when you, well, that's not gonna hit him. With the, you can't sell him until he's actually out. With the Colossus, you cannot change his, where he's facing, so you have to get where you want him to face before you put him down, because he's gonna summon instantly. Unlike the guards, we can place them and then turn them wherever you want. He does not do that. You have to get used to that. Shit. I guess we'll put it right here. So, Colossus does a smash, which the higher level he is, I think the farther out it shoots. I don't remember. We can test that out. Yeah, it seems like when he's level 1, he only smashes the ground in front of him. Or it could be the position where I put him at. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just the position. Sometimes over here it's kind of hard to see because it doesn't activate for some fucking reason. So I think even at level 1 he does, it goes. Yeah, see, it's supposed to do that, but sometimes when you put them in this tavern only is the only thing I've noticed. It doesn't go all the way. Sometimes, for some fucking reason. It doesn't do that high of damage, but it's a nice, like, he swings and then you make him smash and knock everything around and shit, so it's nice to have. But as you can see, yeah, it only does like half the damage he does. So it's not a huge damage boost. It's not like, take all these out, but I'm sure it stuns enemies and shit. Pretty cool. The Skeletal Ramsters, which I actually really, really enjoy. I'm going to point them away from shit at first, so that he doesn't go attacking at first. He is pretty cool. I love this little guy. He's adorable. He'll shoot this, like, like fucking reminds me of DBZ again. Just this like force wave out. Does amazing damage. This gets bigger. He doesn't really get much cool about him. He just gets bigger. But I mean, still, it's pretty cute looking already. So let's sell this guy. His range is decent. I mean, this is max range, max speed. And watch his ability's pretty cool. He's pretty strong. I mean, he nukes shit pretty hard. It just pew. His attack speed's not that bad. Yeah, his attack speed's 0.4. That's actually damn decent. I mean, good damage right there. Let's upgrade him. See how much mine is currently hitting for at max. What was that? 25,000 DPS, about 11,000 damage on a hit. That's pretty damn good. Yeah. Now, I love his level up ability. His upgrade ability right here. Just spews. Just so fucking cool, especially if you get two of these bad boys out. You gotta, once again, you gotta wait for him to set up because there's no summoning time, or there's no, casting time. Yeah, when you get two of these bad boys in the lane, you got the mana to do both. Just so much. I mean, look at the damage. It's just 20 hitting on 27,000 damage a second. Fucking glorious. Now these next guys are pretty strong for anti-air cover, but I have not found many maps to where I can actually safely use them effectively. The skeletal guards, they can hit in both directions. You're seeing that that blue line, they hit both areas, which you'll see them do here. They can both attack in synchronicity. No. They both have synchronized attack, just shoot and shit, and just beautiful. They actually get these like helmets, their bows start looking really cool. You know, they get the spike scores, normal theme. I mean, that 27,000 DPS, 17,000 attack damage with a 1.25 attack speed is actually not too bad. They can only hit one target each, but if you use your 3 ability, just rain hell from the skies. Though it seems like my problem with them, they're awesome. I like them. My problem that I'm finding with them is that I can't find many maps that are not the undead maps. You know, the like Halloween themed maps or whatever the fuck they are. That they're actually useful in, where I can get them set up to where they're hitting 2 different lanes. So at least just with the setup I use, I'm not finding opportunity for that, except for I think I got that in at the throne room and the ramparts, but that's all I've been able to do so far. So usually I just put one, face them, so just one shooting. And if anyone gets behind them like a flyer, then the other one's going to have fun, you know. So they're great, but I haven't really been able to use them to their full effectiveness yet. I don't know if that's just me personally, how I build, or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? So we're going to get into a match where I'm just going to use this guy's defenses. I've been farming Nightmare recently, trying to get gear so I can get up to Nightmare 4, which seems almost impossible. But, you know, that's a very different time. I think I couldn't decide whether to do it on Insane or a Nightmare, because Nightmare might actually be a challenge with just his defenses, and Insane's too easy. So I don't know, but I like his defenses, but when it comes in the way of damage defenses, I don't think, besides the skeletal guard, the little skeletal rams, which cost 60 defense units, that's actually quite a fucking lot, seeing as cannonballs that do a shit ton of damage is only like 30, I believe. So we'll just, I'm going to try to find a map where I can use the effect, because I'm looking through this, and the Gates of Dragonfall, not really. Because if you put them up in a place, then the range... Here's the problem. If you put them up in a place where, yes, they can hit both waves at once, ranged people are going to stop and be like, hey, I want to hit you because I can see you, you know? And that's why we fucking hate ranged units, am I right? So, I mean, that's Dragonfall. I can put them in a place where they can hit both units, but then it's at a risk that ranged, like, bomb throwers and javelin throwers are going to stop and be like, hey, I can see this tower. Guess what I'm going to do? So that's kind of fucking annoying. Dragonfall, nope, not the way I build. Neither in Siphon's ID or the sewers. Nope, not the runes. Or Nimbus Reach, yes, I could. But I don't like that map. Greystone Plaza, nope. Ramparts, yes. Throne Room, yes. But then again, the barricades don't really work very well in the throne room, in my opinion. Crossroads, they seem like really good in the Dead End Rome and the Temple of the Necrotic. Yeah, they seem to really work in those. Those ones are like almost designed for it, but I hate those fucking maps, so I never play them. Let's see. So I think I'm just gonna go with. I love the Bazaar, but I think I play the Bazaar too much. I don't know. I think we'll go with the sewers. Why the fuck not? So then I can actually use barricades and shit to my advantage, kinda. I better not be joining a public game. I'll be pissed. I don't think I am. Ooh, what's that? What's that screen, man? So what I like about this whole setup is that I can be super active with the Abyss Lord. And I don't feel like I could do that with any other characters that's not the Huntress, but even the Huntress doesn't, in my opinion, put out this level of fucking damage. Like, it can get pretty fucking insane. I think I've mentioned this before. A reason why I stopped using barricades and some of the people I used to watch stop using barricades is because when you put out a barricade, it makes the fucking OP, stupid-ass, annoying fucking javelin throwers fucking hate them. Since their creation till this day, fucking hate them. It makes them stand even farther back to throw at your barricades, piercing your barricades and hitting your towers and hitting the core at the same time, and they're out of reach of your towers now. So that's why barricades kind of become useless. But these barricades are pretty fucking worth it. Especially since, as the Abyss Lord, you're going to be running around just putting shit out and killing shit all the time anyways. It's not as big as a deal, because much like the Huntress, to where you can be like, hey, I want to put, like, oh, okay, javelins are back here. Gotta put a trap under them. This is where they're standing. I could do the same thing, except for with my heavy hitting ability. Like, oh, javelin's back here? Oops, shit. I don't know why. Javelin's back here? Nope, he's not there anymore. Killed. Dead. You know, and then move on. So, I mean, I think that's really fucking cool. But what I like to do to try to negate... I think he's gonna need to be over there. No, up there. I know where he's gonna be now. Negate that is I put them very far back. And put, like, the towers right next to them so that they can hit anyone who might stand farther away. We're gonna start with this for now. And like I mentioned, I have no place here to where I'd be able to hit both with one of these guys. I mean, I don't know how I would set that up to where they wouldn't be in danger of getting hit, and that's a big problem in my opinion, you know? I mean, it's like that kind of defeats the purpose of this no, he can stay right over here. This whole, you know, being able to shoot two directions is because I have not found a reason to do such yet. So, you know, that's the problem I'm having. We're gonna set up Colossus shop up here. Yeah, that's right, big boy. Come join the fray. Put these guys kind of back here. One back shooting this way. One shooting over here. And once again, you know, if no way I point this guy is he going to be useful in both directions. And that's like a problem, you know? It's kind of a fucking problem. I don't know. Could just be me. But I'm having a hard time with it. I'm trying to find a good spot for these guys to put in the most work. And as I mentioned, a lot of his units just cost so much defense units, man. Like, those rams are strong. They cost a lot, man. I'm almost max defense units just to set everything up. So while I think that his defenses are really strong, they cost a lot. So I mean, I don't believe in a full just Abyss Lord summon build. I believe in integrating them with other champions. That's kind of my firm belief. I don't usually, I mean, with this much health, usually don't need to upgrade the barricades, like, at all, which is pretty cool. I usually get them maybe to rank 2 or 3, and that's it. Let's see, I think I have enough to kind of upgrade one thing in every goddamn lane, which is kind of a shame. But, I mean, that's just kind of the reality. Oh, maybe 2. That's kind of the reality of this, of how expensive all this stuff is. You know, it's some stuff just by itself. Now, one thing I've been kind of, did I upgrade this bad boy? That guy looks big. No, they're small. The one thing about attacking with Abyss Lord, before we get into the kind of thick of thing, actually we can start the wave, is that you want to be using his drain when you're not using an ability and you don't have full mana. This little ghostly dude will knock people away, so you want to plan for that. Usually, like, I'll put down this, like, back here, and then I'll put that in front of it so that if they keep moving, which they'll move past that pretty fast in higher difficulties, they'll be knocked, you know, spun back into the damage of that thing. I don't want to put them on top of each other, because then he's got to push them out of the damage that they're standing on, and then that's just, you know, that's counterproductive. So you got to think about that when you're fighting this shit. And I'm a little too powerful for these guys at the current moment. But as you can see, look at how fast that mana goes back up. And then I can just come over here, tell these guys to just go to fucking town. Just beautiful. Yeah, that mana gets sent back up real fast. Real fucking nice. So let's just kind of admire the handiwork of our crew here for a second. Hope no one comes up behind me. Not bad damage. And as you can see, there's that burn effect, and it's fucking nasty. It does some good fucking damage. Some good fucking damage. So yeah, you come in here and you just start unloading damage. And then you just drain. You just drain while you're waiting for that cooldown, or when there's not enough to waste an ability on. Or while you're, you know, doing the damage from the abilities, just drain to get some mana back and do some extra damage. Very beautiful. We'll probably only do 1 or 2 more waves. Just kind of want to show the effectiveness of this build. But I realize now with how low difficulty this is compared to how, I mean, just shows how much ass these fucking towers kick, man. Like, because, yeah, Insane's easy. I mean, there's a huge jump in difficulty between Insane, I think it's, yeah, Insane to Nightmare. It's like a fucking huge jump in difficulty. And then there's a bigger jump from Nightmare 1 to Nightmare 2. I don't know about Nightmare 3 so much, but I've never really done Nightmare 3 yet. I'm working on it. Now with this Abyss Lord, I can take it. You know, I can take Nightmare 2 and all that good shit, because this guy just puts in so much fucking work. Yeah, usually I only get these guys maybe to, you know, one little, whatever the fuck you call it. I only promote them 1 or 2 times, maybe more, at least once. But they have so much health and just never seem to take much damage at the current moment. I don't even fucking need to. You know, half the time I don't even fucking need to upgrade shit. Oh, I'm dead. Un momento, por favor. Yeah. I mean, they're so strong on their own, I don't need to upgrade them, which is fucking beautiful. Am I... Oh, okay. I didn't know they were already rank 2. Now one's at rank 3, it's fine. Since those 2 are just... Oh, shit, I need to put... I really need to put one of the archers in that lane, because flyers come from that lane. And fun fact, the skeletal orc guards, I'm gonna find out their fucking name. I think that's right, but I want to make sure. Orc Blockade, yeah. Skeletal Orc Blockade, or just Orc Blockade, I don't remember which one. Can hit flying units, but the flying units have to hit them. Kind of. They have to stay in front of them, obviously, and try to attack them. And then they can hit them, I believe. So can the Colossus. But these guys cannot. They will fly right over it. So that's where you get these archers to come into play. Now, first things first, I want to explain. I want to explain my character's name, because some of you may be like, Linda with a bunch of A's. The fuck does that even mean? Like that? What the fuck? Let me explain my name. Especially since I gave kind of a female name to what is, I mean, looks like a male character, right? So if those of you already know what I'm doing with this name, I mean, you're fucking awesome. There's no other way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're fucking awesome. So, for those of you who haven't played Psychonauts, you should. See, there's that flyer I was talking about. Some of these flyers get stuck. Like, just look at that fucking attacks, man. It's fucking crazy. It stutters them up so much because you attack so fast. It's really awesome. I believe your 2 also stunts if you get them like right on it. Just don't give a fuck, which you can use even on ogres and stuff. It's just like the concussive grenades, to where I think it can stun. Or at least fuck with them a little bit. Yeah, I think they might have reduction or something, but it kind of pushes people back, so normal units like easily get stunned by it. Look at these guys; they've barely taken any damage. They've only lost like 4 to 5,000 health. That's it. Fucking awesome. I mean, just absolutely fucking awesome. It's beautiful. But yeah, those of you who have never played Psychonauts, play Psychonauts. Because it's fucking awesome. But I thought this would be funny because if you remember the great hulking lungfish monster in the game, like you got this big scary looking monster thing, just kind of like this big badass like tentacle dredge looking motherfucker, and he's like, by the way, what's your name? You can call me the name of my people, Linda. And so I was like, that would be fucking hilarious for this guy. So that's why his name's Linda. Just so you know. I thought that would be fucking hilarious, and to me it is. So yeah, that's why. So yeah, but what I do, especially for Nightmare difficulty, look at the map right when things spawn. As you can see in the bottom there, on the top right corner, there's a big wave. And the other ones are small waves. My defenses are going to handle those small waves no problem. So I run up to these big waves of big people, the bigger enemies, and I just shred them myself so that my towers don't even have to deal with them. Then I keep watching the map. I focus more attention on the map than I have any other character in this game. That could be my fault for not playing the game properly. Or, I don't know. Or maybe I just have never had a reason to before. Who knows? So usually I'll like drop something like that. You see the wave cleared out. I know there's a plaguing Hulk over there, but my defenses can handle it fine. I want to go over here. So I'm constantly looking at the map, and I'm not following my own rule. You should always be sucking mana when you're not casting abilities. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in a situation where you're out of mana. I keep looking at the map. As soon as I see a massive wave spawn, I quickly run down there and help clear it out really fast. Preferably, and as you can see, that guy got a little bit stunned, I think. Yeah, see, you can get stunned by this. It just depends. Some people won't get stunned, like especially ogres that are crowd control resistant. It just happens. But yeah, most of them will get pushed around and stunned, which is awesome. So yeah, hopefully I can kill these guys before they even get to my towers, so my towers don't have to worry about it. That just following that technique has made Nightmare a fucking breeze so far. I mean, yes, it's only Nightmare 1 as of the moment, almost onto Nightmare 2. I'm getting there, and these guys are getting stuck in here recently, like stuck on the ground, and I should probably report that as a bug. But in this game, which is very smart of them, there's only like 1 to maybe 3 enemies left at the end, and haven't been hit for a while, then it will automatically, the game will just automatically kill them so that there's no like, oh, I can't beat the fucking map because this guy's down here and I can't even reach him and kill him and he's not moving. It was really, actually really smart of them. That was really clever.